Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Thank y'all for tuning in today. This is Kevin with the Knife Doctor, and I'm going to show you the leather sheath I made and the knife I bought to put in the sheath. And here is my sheath I made. Ain't that a beautiful sheath? I enjoyed this class so much. The instructor's name was Matthew Gillenwater. He has a shop in Greenville, South Carolina. Reliance Leatherworks. He actually done props for the Walking Dead. He made Sheath for that show. I know it was season 5 and 6 and 7. I don't know. I think it was 4 seasons total, but I know he did leather sheaths and props for the Walking Dead. And he is a great instructor, great voice, just very fluent in his speech. He's easy to understand. I really enjoyed his class. But this is what I started with. I bought an extra kit, but this is what you start with right here. He cut this out and did that himself. I'm gonna be making another one. I'm gonna be doing a video and making this sheath here to show you how I did that, but I gotta buy some more stuff to do this with, like the dies and stuff. This is what you start with, and this is what I ended up with. A lot of folks did different dyes like blue, purple, green, but I like the light tan. And what you put along here, once you put it together, this is a saddle stitch here. I learned how to do a saddle stitch. It's got 3 of the rivets. One here, this one's a short one, but these are longer than this one here. But I learned how to do that saddle stitch, and it did a fantastic job. You go all the way down and come up about 2, and then once both the threads are sticking out the back, you cut them off to about a 1/4 inch to a 1/2 inch tall, and it's waxed. This thread is waxed, and you burn it down, and when it burns down, it seals itself. This will never come unravel at all, and if it does get broke here, you simply just melt that piece. But you just tighten it as you went along. But I absolutely love this sheath. But once you get it together, you have to sand this down and put another type of dye. It's alcohol based. It dries really fast and it's black. But once you do that, you do beeswax over it, and then you rub it down with a piece of wood. I forgot the tool's name, but it kind of, you make a friction, and it creates the heat, and the wax seals it. And you do it all along here too, all along the edges. It's a beautiful, it was just therapeutic to me. It's just sitting there and making this out of this. You know, it took the whole 3 hours too, with him instructing it. If you get proficient at it, you can probably do one in probably about 1.5 hours, hour and 15 minutes probably. Or it probably wouldn't even take long once you do enough of them. But it did take the whole 3 hours in that class with him telling us how to do it, and it's doing our first time. But I absolutely love this sheath, and I had to buy a knife to go inside of it. I just can't bring a sheath home without not having a knife for it. And let me show you the knife I bought for it. It is an ESEE knife, and I don't know if you've ever owned an ESEE before, but I love it. I have an ESEE 5, and it is a beast. The bulldog of the ESEE knives. This is an ESEE LSPE. It's between the ESEE 4 and 5. It's kind of like a 4. It's kind of like a 5. Let's see, you get stickers. And I want to go to one of these classes. They do wilderness survival training, and I really want to go to one this spring, and I might just do that. I'm on the ESEE 5 now for over 2 years. I've batoned with it. Ain't had an ounce of trouble at all. But couldn't help to fall in love with that knife. I went and visited Smoky Mountain Knife Works and told them what I did. They loved the sheath, and the young man there, he helped me pick out a knife. And I absolutely love this thing. Check that out. Ain't that a beautiful knife? Fits in your hand. You got a little thumb grip right here. But this is a SELS. It's between the ESEE 4 and ESEE 5. And it is an absolutely good feeling knife. It's a bushcraft knife. That's all ESEE makes. It's stuff dealing with bushcraft, and you actually use. See how thick that tine is? You can baton with this knife. It's smaller than the 5. And check this out. Ain't that a beautiful knife to go along with my sheath? Ain't that cool? I'm gonna put me a leather strap up here. You know I am. And that is gonna be an absolutely gorgeous to wear on your side. Check that out. I love ESEE knives. ESEE guarantees their knife for life, as long as you own it. No matter what you do to it, you can actually take a wet welder out and cut it in half and send it in, and they'll send you a new knife. It is a razor sharp knife, and they stay sharp. They stay sharp. Beautiful, beautiful knife. I can't wait to wear this on my side there. Let's go on and put us a leather strap in here and see what it looks like. Now, I'm actually going to make it long enough I can use it as a lanyard where to hold on to my wrist. So it's going to be long here. But it's going to be just big enough where I can put my hand in there and use it. Alright. This is the lanyard that they sent with it. And they use a tightening clip here. I'm going to cut this the same length. I might have to make the leather a little longer to do that knot. Oh, that's perfect. That's perfect. See how straight that is? And then what you do is get them straight down here and pick a spot. We're going to cut it off at an angle. Just like that. Tell me that don't look good. Man, now I'm going to put some wax on this. Mama's Outback Leather Wax. Looks good, don't it? See, this is plenty. Reach in there and grab it. Goes around my wrist real good. It's nice. See, here's my ESEE 5. It's a bulldog beast of a knife. Look at that tine right there. Ain't it a beauty though? Check that out. It batons through wood very easy. I've batoned with this knife. As you can tell, the scars, but it is still razor sharp. I have never sharpened this knife. See the the difference. Again, this is between a 4 and a 5. It's almost as long here. It's the 5's a little bit longer. And you see the tine. This tine is thicker. This still has a thick spine or tine of a knife. You can still baton with this knife. It's just a lighter knife. This is heavy, a heavy knife. It's a great knife, great little bushcraft knife. And I have a great looking knife now to go in my great looking sheath that I made. And I cannot wait to wear this on my side. Well, guys, thanks again for tuning in. I really appreciate it. I really enjoyed showing off my sheath. And I hope y'all have a blessed day. And until we meet again, y'all be like a good knife. Stay sharp. And don't forget, guys, tonight we're going live at 6 p.m. We're going to be giving 3 items away. One is that Buck 503, but I've got 2 more items to give away. See you then, 6 p.m., November 7th, live.